What I really find exciting is going on a treasure hunt. The subject is beautiful. The technique is quite rare because it's Nuwa art combined with a Kashmiri influence. This is a thangka worth a small fortune, 300,000 euros.
Nelly Rieuf is a 29-year-old expert in Himalayan art restoration. Trained from an early age by her aunt, Marianne Boyer, in 2010 she successfully restored paintings from the 16th century in a monastery in Nepal. She then threw herself into a quite uncommon project by accepting the offer from the monks of the Matho Monastery in Ladakh, in the Himalayas, to create a museum and restore their treasure, a mission that should take 4 years.
We didn't have anyone to take care of these objects, and they would have got more and more damaged. That's why it is very important to save these tangkas.
As team leader and site manager, Nelly is not lacking in responsibilities, not forgetting the fact that the monks don't have a cent, and it's up to her to find the necessary funds.
We're always going through some kind of financial crisis.
Living in Matho also means facing extreme conditions in winter at an altitude of nearly 3,800 meters.
They have a respect now for her, In the beginning, and they did not.
Being in Matho on a daily basis also means diving unexpectedly into the world of Himalayan monasteries. The adventure begins in summer 2011, a 45-minute car ride away from the capital of Ladakh, Leh. Nelly has moved into the monastery, and Tempe Yafel is about to open all the doors of Matho for her, even the most secret ones. Little by little, she discovers the scale and significance of the treasure of the monastery, and with the help of Matho, an art student, she starts to draw up a first inventory.
In this monastery, the foundations are from the 15th century. Most of the raised buildings are from the 16th century, and then there are 2 parts which are more modern. So this building is from the 16th century, and inside the murals are from the 18th century. This thangka is not extremely old, but it is very charming, and it's one of my favorites from the collection. Current thangka artists come to see us, the Westerners, to learn the ancient techniques again. So that's quite a paradox. And that's why I'm quite excited to work here, because I feel like I get to put things back where they belong.
Nelly has already spotted the place where the museum could be built. Below the main building, there is enough space to build a 3-story building while preserving the lines of the monastery. In the winter, Nelly goes back to France and works relentlessly to raise awareness about the project and to try and raise money, as you can see here, in the University of Nanterre, in front of an audience made up of experts in Himalayan art.
Quand un tanka est dans un monastère, les valeurs principales qui sont projetées dans ce tanka sont en premier des valeurs religieuses. Ensuite, des valeurs d'usage. C'est au nord de l'Inde, dans le Ladakh. Le but premier quand même
The main goal is to improve our knowledge of this kind of art.
de ce genre d'art. Et le but second,
And secondly,
c'est bien de faire
to
plus de
create as much buzz as possible,
puisque c'est comme ça
because
qu'on-
that's how we raise money.
The challenge is finding the 400,000 euros necessary to finance the project.
within a monastic setting and with objects like this.
In the summer of 2012, the team is getting larger. Restoration specialists from her aunt's school have come to support Nelly. The Thangkas, these paintings on canvas so characteristic of the Tibetan culture, were taken out of the chests where they were hidden and are now being restored. The collection includes 270 Thangkas, of which 47 need to be restored. Nelly also started to train young women in the village, and the initial results are encouraging. Takes between 3 weeks to a month of work to restore a Thangka.
When we make a museum, the building has to match with the femme. Celui-là,
This one,
qui est le plus ancien,
the oldest one in the collection,
du début.
is from the 14th century,
Et,
and all those are from the 15th century.
tu me tiens celui-là. Yeah. So all this we put new fabric everywhere. Is like shining. It's new fabric. And she did, the major party was
This
completely
one, the one
destroyed.
very important historical place, you know.
Oh,
The one of the Indian yogini, Virupa.
oh.
It can,
She did already finish the fire, the gold of the Pema, and the orange lines everywhere. All those orange lines are full. Les Thangkas,
The Thangkas and the objects we have are high-quality objects. So that's why this collection is a very rich one, enough to build a museum for it.
Suresh, the architect of the museum, is from Nepal. He has studied various possible locations to erect the building. It is also crucial from an historical standpoint. The majority of Thangkas come from Tibet. They have spiritual value. And with this museum, we will be able to share them with the public.
I think like you wanna have a tea on top.
one
If you
thing-
have a like view from top of the wall, then why you have a like porch, yeah?
yeah.
And if you really feel like
Yeah.
to sit under the porch, you can still go little 2 meter back and sit there and enjoy, yeah.
So
I
the
think
porch you
that's-
will do over this.
I think that will be the
I
best idea
see.
to have a porch on the small.
Alors le site.
So this site hasn't changed at all. What has changed is the location, which means that now we're sure we're building on this location, over 3 stories, and we'll use the existing foundations, which are very old foundations. So the total surface will cover 250 square meters. We'll make the drawing so detailed that we'll know which piece will go where in the museum.
Dans le musée.
And the other one was the one from Nepal. Okay, I remember it this morning.
For their meals, they rely on the resources of the monks, who, depending on their means and the deliveries, often provide them with basic ingredients, rice and lentils.
So here, this is a real monk's house. In fact, we were able to move into it last year and we fixed it up. We have a, how do I say this? Not a basin, but a water tank for 8 people. So we have to limit ourselves a little with the water.
Well, it's a little difficult because that means imposing strict rules, which means not only is there a majority of women, but in addition to that, they are my mother's age. So for me, forcing these ladies to do something is not always simple to do.
At the beginning of 2013, Nelly decided to resume work again as early as February. And in the middle of winter, temperatures are freezing.
Girls, remember?
So girls, you remember? When you take out the tangkas, you take them out one at a time. So this is number 60? And here is 49.
For you, it's number... Elena, you remember?
Elena, do you remember which one you worked on?
Yeah, that one.
The monks often come to watch the girls work. Celia, who has just arrived, is sharing precious information with Sonam.
I heard about this project. First of all, the living environment looked quite amazing to me. In addition to that, this project is run really well. It makes sense.
Wow, it's almost done.
Let's check back side. And this side, this is not good.
Marie came to join the team to deal with everything related to bronzes.
Okay, so for the hair, it's got to be blue. We try to see what the metal statues are made of. And Marie is a specialist in metal restoration. She was trained at the INP, the French National Heritage Institute.
This is a white alloy.
Could you add in parentheses pewter or silver?
Yes, in parentheses, yes, that's it.
But there's still some bronze in there.
Well, it's possible because I think I can see a speck of yellow. Well, in any case, it's not completely white.
Yeah.
Like in the back, you see?
Yeah.
On the crown in particular, you can see it's a bit yellow.
Right.
So either it's coating or it's in the alloy. I'm more of an expert when it comes to materials, and those are common features in all cultures. It's really the ore which is transformed, therefore it's more or less always the same basic materials that are used. The alloys are not the same, so I don't have any special knowledge about the Himalayan alloys, but basic materials are the same.
Donc les yeux, c'est du noir de fumée. Le blanc, on ne peut pas être sûr ce que c'est. Soit de la craie, soit du kaolin. Le visage, c'est de l'or et le chapeau...
tout ça, c'est pas très précis pour moi.
Ouais, mais on peut pas savoir de manière précise. Du coup, et il faut dire s'il y a de la cire à l'arrière.
At the end of February, the monks are getting ready for the festival of the monastery. In the week before the event, every morning for 3 hours, they will take part in pujas, long prayer ceremonies, which they will repeat several times throughout the day.
In this room. In the beginning, none of the monks were convinced about what she was doing, about how she was going to work. But she had been recommended by a Rinpoche, and more importantly, we were able to admire the quality of her work. And it's just incredible and wonderful to see these Thangkas come back to life and be restored. Now we have a lot of respect for her, and we have a very good relationship with her in the monastery.
I will bring also the Thangkas box back to open.
Yeah.
Following a meeting of the governing committee of the monastery, we agreed that her and her team could sleep and live within the walls of the monastery. They are foreigners, and it was pointless to waste time traveling back and forth. And also, she had been recommended by His Holiness Gayana Vajra Rinpoche, so everyone was allowed to live in the monastery.
White paper, which one is best?
Let the shoes for you.
I think it was thanks to that recommendation, and also due to the fact that I'm a girl. Because women seem more trustworthy. Because I saw the problems the manager of the previous project had. He was a man, and it was much tougher for him. In my case, I really didn't have any problems. I really felt very welcomed by the people in the monastery, and they were lovely. And then we started working quite quickly, and I also had good recommendations.
Not red house. Behind the red house.
Okay.
With the monk, it's kind of always different. It's a little hard for them. It's not easy to mix up. But yes, there are like little problems, like to have a girl in the monastery. I think so, yeah. But then I think it has mattered a lot because like as now we have already talked to a few people, and the whatever the restoration work is going on, I think it really helped them, and they can really see the Thangkas being renovated, and they are very happy, and they have a respect now for her. You know, in the beginning, and they did not, they were surprised to see a young girl, I think.
If you know it, then okay.
Art is always something extremely precious, and people own it in a very intimate way. What I tell my team is that they have to imagine how they'd feel if the monks came into their home and went through their panties. It's the same degree of intimacy.
I think it's good. You don't look like this, huh?
I think it must have been a surprise to most of the young ladies who have been helping Nelly now, the local team, to like get into a context which is quite different from what they normally do. That is like looking after the daily housework, and most of them are like local women living here, local farmers.
Only inside, not outside.
Before that, I didn't think I could paint. Since Nelly hired me, I was able to practice a lot. I got better, and now I can do a lot of things, and I'm happy.
What?
That has a very important impact, I would also say, because even while Nelly and I were talking, Nelly focused mainly on how important it was for the local people to learn the ways to preserve their culture, not taking into mind that they don't know it, but then like the ways that are more generalized, there are technical ways to do it.
For a Buddhist in general, it's quite important to produce work for the gods, to represent the gods. It contributes to good karma. So restoration is a bit the same. It's like helping out a monastery. So it's a religious act which is positive for their lives. Beyond that, it's also the kind of work that matches their abilities and their schedule, because I only hire them at times when they don't have to look after their children.
I am happy to paint the Thangkas here. It's also a good opportunity to be out of the house.
I'm super happy about the quality of work produced by the girls and the team, because they were able to work in an extremely precise way and to follow instructions really well, which is essential for restoration.
In fact, it's so cold at night and during the day here, I can't even break the ice. The layer of ice is so thick, so I take a bit of water like that.
Do you ever get used to the cold?
Well, you do get used to it, but there are times when it's still tough. After a while, you get used to it, but we'll be happy to get back to warmth. Oh, I shouldn't have done this here. Oh, never mind. Hot water works much better. But we don't have any.
In the evening, the only room with a stove is the bedroom, which will radiate a bit of heat, at least during dinner.
Oublie pas le zéro, hein.
We're going to Igu to draw up the inventory of some magnificent pieces.
Hey, doggy.
Finding a car is quite difficult, considering everything here costs twice as much as everywhere else. So I bought this one for 400 euros, and it's good enough. It serves its purpose. What I find really exciting is going on a treasure hunt. Because, in fact, I know where the treasures are. They've been located because the monks tell me about them. So they tell me, you should go look over there. And the fact of going there and discovering treasures, it's a real thrill when you come face to face with wonders that are 10 centuries old.
Sering Angdu is the only monk taking care of the Igu Monastery, which is connected to the one in Matho. He has a lot of unique pieces, like these prayer book covers made out of wood.
There aren't many sites in Ladakh that house such ancient artifacts, and it's a huge responsibility to watch over them. It's also quite risky. The building is not in great condition, and people could come from anywhere. So yes, sometimes I get scared.
It's dangerous for the people who are close to these pieces, because thieves, due to the fact that they're robbing monasteries, are wretched people anyway, according to their religion. So they risk their all.
It's a little bit too high.
This one looks like a series of statues from the 15th century that we have in Matho.
Because Ladakh is being looted right now, we have to hurry and secure everything. Because not only is it dangerous for the culture, meaning the culture is in danger of being drained out of the region, but it is also terrible for the social cohesion of the region.
This is Gandhara, Afghanistan.
No, this is Atisha Stupa. No, this name is Atisha Stupa.
Yeah. This is good.
11e siècle. Beautiful.
Good.
Beautiful.
Oh.
It's Alchi style.
Yeah, Alchi style.
That's really beautiful. A really beautiful piece.
Towards Nelly. A little more.
This one is enough.
Okay.
A lot of people in the Himalayas are a bit scared of listing things because they think if there are pictures of the pieces, people might see them and come and steal them. But in fact, the opposite happens. Because when a piece is listed, when it is stolen, we have a picture to help us find it. So it gives us a chance to find the pieces again. This is a Nuwa art combined with a Kashmiri influence. Because here, in fact, this is an area where a lot of styles merge together.
Yeah, can you hold it?
I am happy Nelly came to build the museum. If the museum is well built and secured, everything will be in a safe place. And I will feel a lot better. Yes, I can't wait for it to be done. It's a very good thing. It will be a success.
Further down in the village, people are celebrating the birthday of the head monk from the Thangkas Monastery, which is very popular in this region. On the way back, they stop for lunch, and the menu features the invariable trilogy: rice, lentils, bread.
You get used to it? You're not sick of it after months and months of rice and lentils?
As long as you don't start talking about anything else, that's okay. But if you start bringing up the subject of cheese and wine, then it gets a bit tougher. Or fresh fruit.
The monastery is particularly lively this morning, because in a few days the Matho festival will start, which will attract a lot of people. Siring Angdu came to help his colleagues from Matho. Marie is implementing the renovation of the bronze artifacts.
They understand perfectly what needs to be done and what condition we need to get, so it's going very well. It's true that it's very different from restoring Thangkas, but it's great. They are really meticulous.
You do it carefully, like this. Carefully, tu me fais. You want to try? And then it's your turn. I'm Marie.
What fascinates me the most is feeling the solidarity of all these people who all come to help out for the celebrations and also the restoration. Everyone is participating, and that's really very nice.
Matho is surrounded by prestigious monasteries, like the one in Thangkas. All of them participate in the protection of the Tibetan spiritual heritage. Jamyang Gyaltsen is the only professor of Tibetan literature in Leh. Nelly wishes to consult him regarding an ancient manuscript found in the monastery.
I hope slowly she will start nodding. We will make more.
What we can do.
There. Red is difficult, I think, yeah. But red is names, no?
Read the books and then you thinking about them, and practical is the most important.
These letters give instructions about the rules of the monastery. And they date back to O Monkey. So now we need to find what O Monkey means.
More monastery.
More monastery.
Yeah, this up, done.
Oh.
Actually, we are very happy. I heard he done very well in Nepal, Mustang. So we certified she will be doing very well in Matho Monastery. Yeah, then her project also the Matho museum. It will be wonderful. We like that. Yeah.
On the way back to Matho, Nelly visits Ishe Dolma, who lives in the valley. She belongs to her restoration team.
In fact, it happens occasionally. If you go by someone's house, they invite you. So in general, if we stop in front of a place, they always invite us to drink tea. Always. It never happens that they don't invite us.
You live alone here with your family? Your house? Only 4 of you?
My father, mother,
Yeah.
my husband,
Yeah.
and two.
Her husband doesn't work in the winter, and in the summer he drives a tourist bus. He looks quite favorably upon his wife's activities in the monastery.
And those boys,
Yes, first of all, she will job in there. Second, it's very good work. It's a repairing tanga, and I think she's lucky.
Hello.
In the monastery, a puja has just started to destroy the mandala that the monks spent weeks drawing, an occasion to symbolically remind them of the temporary nature of every single thing on earth. In the big hall of the monastery, turned into changing rooms, the monks are getting dressed. The costumes that will be used for the first dances are ready. The yearly festival in Matho can start. Meanwhile, Nelly is finishing a meeting with Ingo, who manages fundraising for the project from London, where he lives.
It's a skill they have. I guess the first question is, how far are we with the collection?
Nelly went to London at the beginning of winter for a series of conferences to let people know about the project and to raise money.
Restoration.
At the Buddhist Society, in existence since 1924, the audience is listening intently to her presentation. Ingo recalls the context in which the monastery is evolving before bringing up financial needs.
The construction of the museum, that only happens during the summers, of course, because in the winters it's far too cold and the material, they just freeze, so we cannot build. Here's a view from outside of the monastery. This is where we're going to build the museum, is the budget. We are trying to raise 240. The sponsoring prices we have set.
Nelly takes advantage of her visit to London to review the information gathered in the last 2 years about the treasure of Matho with John Clark from the Victoria and Albert Museum, a specialist in bronzes from Ladakh.
They're a bit slightly more crudely made, you know. And,
lot more.
Yeah. But I mean, I was trying to find an example, but I can't. But anyway, yeah, but you have to be careful because.
Okay, it's
actually, we did say the same, or we said 16, didn't we?
Yes. But still, what would be very good is to have
I think the economic conditions in Europe doesn't make it very easy. We will have to work with lots of different channels. We haven't tested it yet. I think we have built a good team over the last 1.5 years in Europe. The team is very diverse. Very young, very eager people, very motivated people, and on the other side, people that have been in this cultural space or also in the academic space.
Yeah. All those machines, you put them on one project after another.
Construction work has just begun. Nelly takes stock of the situation with Siwang Gurmet, the foreman. He is young, but he already has experience with this type of project. He's from the valley, an additional advantage to manage the workers from the neighboring village.
I don't know the plan and design exactly what will be. If it's only just what...
I don't know yet what the final shape of the building will be, but from what I saw, it will take us about 6 to 7 months to build the museum from the ground up.
The layout inside will take us an additional year to complete. Well, in fact, another 6 months, because we only work in the summer and winters are too tough for construction.
How many people are there in your project, in your team?
We have 4 of group, me and 3 of team, 3 of members, and we have 4 mason and some labor.
Today is a day of celebration. Nelly has the ingredients to make pancakes.
And the fact that the food is so repetitive, is that a problem or do you get used to it? Do you manage to change it up a little?
For my part, I have to admit I have better things to think about. But I know that sometimes the team complains a little.
The monastery is filling up with visitors who came on foot, sometimes from very far away, deep in the valley. The Festival of Matho is a major event for the Tibetan Buddhist community in the Leh region. Ingo takes advantage of the presence of rare tourists to tell them about the project and what it needs. The festival celebrates the foundation of the monastery, which goes back to the 15th century. According to written documents found in Matho in 1410, the king of Tibet, Taga Pojde, sent a mission including several lamas to Ladakh. They created a small village in this valley, and 2 oracle monks then started a meditation that lasted 7 months. Then they were able to determine precisely the location of the monastery. Since then, the festival pays tribute to the oracles of the monastery, who continue to meditate each year for several weeks before the beginning of the festival. The following day, before the festival starts up again, Nelly goes to Leh to settle various logistical issues. She's meeting the director of the regional airline in particular to try to negotiate tickets for her team.
Yes, please. For lately.
Huh?
Lately.
No, lately. As soon as possible.
As soon as possible, yes, that only. See, it's very expensive. You must check in the system. It is hard to get even seats.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful. Okay.
And the guys you live in this one?
Yeah.
Huh?
We can go. Is it open now?
I hope so.
Why else we go to Chobonsa?
Well, let's see.
Wait, I need some
because
food.
The other guys here also closed, so you never know. And in Chobonsa they're all Buddhists and they're closed because they're at the festival. Yeah?
It's a real hassle here anyway. Everything is a hassle. Managing projects in India is extremely difficult because everything takes 1,000 times longer than anything else. And you can't really count on people you hire for a job. I mean, when you give someone a job, you have to check 10 times to make sure it gets done. Now, lots of jobs need to get done, so I have to check 10 times that a lot of people are doing their jobs, so it's really difficult.
It's possible to print double side.
This A4 size?
No.
This page?
No, this normal paper.
The paper size?
Paper size is A4.
Okay.
Good paper I need. Because you can see, like, this then it's not possible to read. Okay, we will take this paper for today and
Once again, the monastery is crammed with visitors for this last day of the festival. The dancers' outfits refer to divinities. Each component used, whether it's color, materials, or ornaments, fulfills the recommendations of the religious authorities for the spectator to know which god is represented. The majority of people in the audience knows these dances by heart. They are a part of the spiritual life of the Ladakhis. On the very next day, the monastery is peaceful again. Down below, Siwang's team take advantage of the first beautiful rays of sunshine to select the main girders of the museum.
It's urgent to settle the financial issues because right now I'm feeling uneasy. For sure, it's always a bit of pressure for me because I know the money will come in time because it always does. But if I could have some leeway, it would make my work easier.
Nelly and her team still have a lot of obstacles to overcome and Thangkas to restore before seeing the doors of the Matho Museum finally opened.